they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look at
with a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Ready? Hey, Delta! Hey, Foxtrot!
They go play action with Lawrence. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Etienne once more. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence completes it again to Dobbs. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Ready, set.
Etienne fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tommy Tremble, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's taken to the 26. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Now they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
ETN up the middle.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Lawrence.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Harris starts the drive on the ground. Room here to run. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And a solid run down inside the 30.
50 yards on the ground for him so far.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Harris running straight ahead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw.
Complete to Austin here over the middle.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They run forward with Harris. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Hey, Charlie! Hey, Mike, second.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. And he rifles one incomplete. And Tommy Tremble, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Look at me. Go. 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 Go.
Lawrence will throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
That's pulled in at the 32. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return,
and they will take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Goes right back to Smith again.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
It'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
And this one complete to Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Patterson's kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied error. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
2nd and 6. Austin brings in the quick throw. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pick up there. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They hand this off to Harris. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. Completes it to Austin.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he coughed it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this 3rd quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Meanwhile, here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They'll set up to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Harris, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll set up a throw toward the pylon, caught, and in for the Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, Etienne. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's got room. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tommy Trimble with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
He's got a man, complete.
Jaguars. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
But this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll look to throw here. He finds Austin complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Again, he'll drop to throw. Austin is there and brings in another one. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Back to throw again. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll look to throw again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game. So defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Right side, Claypool's got it. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That's as a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
2nd and 4. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal, a loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. On first down, right back to ETN. And some room to run now. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back back to throw here. And this one is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Taken right around the 44. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Straight ahead, Etienne. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Now Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.